Hey, this is Joy. Welcome to the Prickly Pears presentation for the Card Maker Success Summit. We had some technical difficulties earlier today, so as part of the design team, I decided to come on and make the video showing you how to make the origami corner fold bookmark. So I am using the newly released Frog stamp set, which means Forever Rely on God, which is a 3x3-inch stamp. I am coloring this with Copics. So that way I did stamp this with Memento. You could use whatever inks you like depending on the medium that you're going to color it with. I always tend to go with Copics. So I'm leaving some of the coloring in. For my frog, I use a YG67 for the shadows, a 6.3, and a 6.1 for the highlight, and then I do a quick wash with YG03. But the most important thing is, how much fun did you have at the summit so far? I have made so many cards. My stash is building like crazy exponentially this weekend, and I hope you are loving it. I'm hoping you're learning a little bit something new. I hope you're laughing with us. But most of all, please go check out Prickley Pear. We are having an awesome sale over on the page for the next 48 hours, and then I think it extends through the 23rd. So all those details will be in the Card Maker Success Facebook page if you belong to that. So I am showing a little bit of the coloring on the letters Frog. I used the Y11 as my lightest color. Then I did halfway up with the Y15 and then a Y18. For her little shirt, I decided to go with a blue-green because it matches the paper that I'm going to use later for this bookmark. So I put my darkest color in as the B15 in the shadows. Then I extended that with the 13 as my main color. And then for the highlight, I used BG11. And it turned out really cute. This is just simple Copic blending, but if you use zigs or if you use watercolor, anything that you choose to do, just make sure that you use the inks that work best for you. Here I'm using a Uni Posca pen to put in the white highlights. I just find that this gives us the best highlight without having a lot of skipping. I'm using a Doodlebug paper. I think it's been retired, but this has a cute frog and some bugs on it. So here's where we're doing the origami. We've got the four sides, and we start with this being a diamond shape. So we are taking the what Sharon called 0.1 to 0.3, and we're folding that up. And I am using a little bit thicker paper. I do recommend using a scrapbook paper because it's a little bit thinner. So make sure that you use a bone folder to reinforce your lines. You're going to find that this lays much flatter, but you'll be much happier with a scrapbook paper. So there you see me reinforcing that score mark. And then from there, I take the left-hand side, which would be 0.4, and I am folding that up to the center. And then again, I'm bringing in a bone folder. I have a Teflon bone folder. You could use anything that you have, and if you don't have a bone folder, you could even take it like a pen and just score that down with a flat surface. And then I repeat that with the right side, which would be corner number 2. If you look at the PDF that Sharon has as a free download on Prickley Pear website. From there, you're seeing that this comes up as a square again. We're taking that number 3 point and we're bringing it down to the center in between the two sides. Now I am going to kind of veer off just a hair from what Sharon did, and that's because I am using very thick paper. So she tells us just to go ahead and fold that and tuck it down under that fold, but I'm actually folding it forward. And that's just so that I can kind of prime my paper or break up those fibers, and you're seeing me score that. This point is going to now be folded down or tucked down into that corner. So if you're having trouble getting that down into the pocket, if you fold it first and you train your paper, you can then tuck it down. It's just a simple trick that I've learned over the years. So let me know if that works for you. But this is a very cool, super simple project to make. You could use any image that you have, any paper that you have. The key is we're just giving away a really cool project for you to try, and head over to Prickley Pear so that you can download the instructions for free, because I'm sure it's written much better than I am telling you. Here we are back to a square. I trimmed down my frog image just to be a hair smaller than the image, and I took a heart stencil, and I'm using I think this is picked raspberry distress oxide, just to give a little bit more interest. Again, you decorate it however you want. I added a few rhinestones to mine. I'm using the Barely Art Glue, which is found in the Prickley Pear store again, and here you're seeing that I am reading a devotional, and so I thought this was perfect to use as a bookmark. And this is so cool how this just goes right over the corner. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for bearing with us with our technical issues. I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye, friends.